Okay, welcome back to the channel. It's been an awful long time since I last put up, a couple of months now since I put anything up. But this here is the final video on the studio build. So I'm pretty much finished here now. There's, I've got all the trims done, floor down, painting done, lights in, all that. And you can see then I've got this now. I haven't got a video on building this. It was one of those Saturdays where I just got stuck into it, and to be honest, I have completely forgotten to take out the camera. But it's a fairly straightforward 5x2 frame. Just some derail, planed derail, sanded down, just painted to match the unit colour, and then I put a bit of PVC around the bottom just to keep anything from going underneath the frame. But the reason we've done the ramp was we want wheelchair access into the building as well, so it's just important that we facilitate that as part of the build. So that's it pretty much outside. Everything is, as you can see, is finished. Since we built it, like, it survived the worst storm ever to hit Ireland in the last few weeks back, so it stood the test of time. We haven't had a very harsh winter, to be fair. It's been pretty mild, but in terms of wind, it definitely stood its ground, so I'm happy with that. So what we'll do now is we'll go inside and take a look at the finish and how it looks. So this is just a wee close-up of the ramp and how it finished off. So you can see here, obviously, the two doors. So this door here will open up to about there, but that gives enough access then for a wheelchair to go up the ramp and then to the right. So I've just got a wee bit to finish off to make it smooth and cut off a bit of that plastic, tidy all this up. But that's sort of how it looks there. Finish with your PVC surround. And as I said earlier, 5x2 frame. Very simple to make. It only took a Saturday and had it all done and painted, finished. So we'll go inside here now and give you a look inside how it all finished off. Okay, so we're inside now. As you can see, it's very white. We just went with the white finish on everything. And just, you'll remember from the last video, I had no trim around the inside of the window or around the window. So what I did was put on my skirting boards with a beveled 75mm skirting, and then I just used the skirting and cut my miters. And I put in a 75mm insert around the window first to finish that off and seal that up, and then I put on the skirting around the window, just like a frame, just to finish it off. It's not everybody's cup of tea, I'm sure, but it's a studio. It's not like a family home or anything. But I wanted to do it right, and we're happy with the finish. And then, as you can see, skirting boards all around. The floor is down. We just went for a herringbone finish. It's a lino, we would call it. I think there's oilcloth, there's different names for it, but we call it lino. But it's a good strong finish on it, and it'll take a bit of abuse. Then we've got our table here. This is where all the magic will happen. I'm actually going to extend the table. So this is an old table that we had left over when we moved house. We bought a new table, and then we just going to repurpose this. And I'm going to make a table top. It's going to be a foot wider and a foot longer. It'll just give everybody a bit more space around the table. So again, I'll not be doing a video on that. It's not that deep. So that's that. I've made fire alarm and carbon monoxide alarm to put up now as well. So for heating, we went with the panel heaters, and to be honest, not overly pleased with them. It takes too long for them to warm up the building. We pretty much want that instant heat where you're going to stick on the heat for half an hour and the building is toasty warm. That doesn't give us that, but what we have done is we've installed, and I'll turn you around in a wee second, we've installed a diesel heater. So the heater's installed outside, and I've done a separate video, which will be up after this, on how I install that. But it's definitely the right thing to do. It just heats the building. In 15 minutes, you're absolutely toasty here. You can get it up to 23, 24 degrees, 15, 20 minutes. That's all it takes. So that is that. I'll turn you around now and just show you the wee kitchen area and how that all works. Okay, so this is the other side of the building now. This is the kitchen area. So we just went for a very simple little kitchen area. You've got your larder fridge, sink, under counter cupboards, and then your cupboards up here for your cups, saucers, and whatever else. We bought this in Howdens, they're a UK company. We have one just in our local town here, so I just went into them, and it was, I think it was £700 for the whole thing, sink, everything included in that price. And it is a basic kitchen, don't get me wrong, but it's good enough for this. It's good enough for this. So then what we did was we repurposed this. You might have seen that across the wall over here at a time. So this is just an IKEA piece of furniture we had in the house. We left it down. So what we've used it now is sort of divide the kitchen area off from the people that comes in, the customers, I suppose you call it. So we've kind of cut it off, and then we've used it so as well that you can display some of the artwork. Now this will probably change, but that's, again, it just kind of gives that wee bit of a divide, and it's not ugly, so to speak. It's grand. So we're happy with that. So I think just to get a wee bit closer now here, I'll just show you around the kitchen because you can't really see it from there. And as you can see, Princess has already got her little bed down here. So there's a big bit of mess over here, but don't worry about that. So that's pretty much it, the kitchen. Now we have no water down here yet, and we probably won't for a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to go camper van style for a while. So what we're going to have is we're going to have the waste of the sink going into one of these tanks, and then we're going to plumb this tank into the actual taps, and we're going to install a wee 12-volt converter here. So we just run a wee 12-volt pump as you would in a camper van to pump up the water then, and then obviously your waste goes into your waste tank. So it's a matter of filling this every day and emptying that every day. It's not a big deal, to be honest. These are all, is it BPA free? So they're food safe for the water. So that was important too. But that's what we're going with for now. I don't know when, if ever, we'll be putting water in, but listen, it's grand. And then over here, I've just got a wee bit of finishing. I have to put a wee channel down here to hide that cable. Just a bit of white trunking. But this is the heater, and I'll go outside now and show you where I've installed it. It's just literally installed last weekend, but I've a bit to go to get that finished. But that's pretty much, I've just turned on the heating there now. I can't see it without my glasses. Yeah, so we're currently sitting at 14 degrees in here at the moment. That's your inside temperature. And the heater's just started there now, so that'll start to warm up, and we'll have this up at probably, as I said, 24, 25 degrees in 15, 20 minutes. So it's really good. So then that's just a little view across from this angle. You can see all the easels down here ready to go. We took them off the table just to get those measurements right. I'll just quickly then over here, that is the panel heater we put in. So what we might do during the winter is run the diesel heater, get it up to temperature, stick this on at 22 degrees or 21 degrees, and that would hold the heat then, maybe in the building. So we'll see how that works, but it's all about trial and error, I suppose. And then that's just one of Arlene's paintings there. But what we've got across here, it's a rail the whole way across the building, and that takes those little hooks in there that you hook your paintings. It's a, what would you call it, like a nylon? I'll see, can you see it there? It's like a nylon rope that hangs from up there, and then you use these little clips here. You can see the hook on it there. So that hook, you just squeeze it, and you can move that up and down where you want to put your painting. So that wall there in its entirety, from left to right, that's where Arlene will display all her art across that wall there. Yeah, so we've got a few questions on Instagram, just direct messages from the YouTube channel and a few comments as well about what I did, how I did it and all that. One was the cost, so obviously that's a big one for us. So just to give you a bit of context, we priced these. Obviously, Rowan looked at when we went and done it ourselves, but like we were getting prices of 18, 19 grand. I think 19,000 was the dearest one, and it was totally out of our budget. No way were we going to pay that sort of money. So that's when I sort of said, listen, with work and all the rest, I haven't got all that much time, and as I've said in previous videos, I just work at this at the weekends, and I don't even work at it every weekend, just depends what's on. But I said I'd do it myself, and I enjoy this kind of work anyway, as you probably can gather from the channel. So that was that. We've done it ourselves, and it's obviously Arlene that paid for everything, but she kept a wee note of everything, and this is standing us somewhere in between 8,500 and 9,000. So there's an absolute fortune saved there by doing it myself. We haven't got the exact numbers, but it's definitely no less than 8,500. There's no more than 9. There's just a few things that we haven't maybe accounted for. You know, the diesel heater, not that it was that expensive, but that has to be added in. This panel heater, probably talking a couple of £100 there between the two. And then the blinds went on as well. I think that was to be added in. But that's kind of where it is. So that's in and around 8,500 to 9,000. So for anyone out there that is reasonably handy with your hands, you don't have to be an absolute professional for sure. I'm not. I would definitely encourage you to do it yourself if you've got that bit of time in your hands. And some people may have more time than I had, and you do a lot quicker than I have. Yeah, absolutely go for it. Then somebody asked, you know, do you need all those tools? Listen, I've been very lucky over the course of the last few years. I've been buying tools here and there. I suppose I don't really drink, and that's where my money goes. I just love the whole DIY hobbyist type thing. I enjoy that, and I just invest in tools. I hate getting the lend of anything, because when you get the lend of something, you generally breaks on you, or you have to then go and get it fixed. So I just go and buy these things myself. So as I said, it's not like one big purchase. It's been over the course of a few years. But to answer the question, do you need all those tools? Absolutely not. As I said, I'm lucky to have them. But like if you have your basic, you know, your hammer, your nails, you make your frames up with that, just a square, yes, you know, a handsaw, but if you had a chop saw or a skill saw for your cuts, that's really it. I'd say that really is, it's fairly basic. It probably would take you a bit longer. When I have a nail gun, you can bang in 3 nails in a couple of seconds, whereas with the hammer, it takes you a lot longer. But I'd say that, no, you don't need any major tools, to be honest, definitely not. And then there was another question around the electrics, and I just want to be really clear, like, I was confident in doing what I was doing, because I am confident enough to do it. But I would encourage everybody that's not confident to go and get a proper electrician to wire you in. As I said, I knew how to do it, I've done it before, but I got a certified electrician, Chris Aisley, to join it all up and make sure that everything was as it should be. He made the main connections and certified that everything was to spec. There's no way I would risk not doing that, and I would encourage anybody out there as well. I just couldn't do any, you know, hot wiring unless you're confident. I would definitely avoid the wiring, to be honest. That was really the main questions. Suppliers, my local suppliers in here in my local town, I got everything from them. It was literally delivered to your door. Very, very handy. Very good. They're very good company to work with. They're Murdoch's. They're all over Northern Ireland. They've got Murdoch's building supplies. So they've got loads and loads of depoters across the north. And yeah, that's where I got all my materials. And outside of that, that's really it. It's finished. Aaron's just ready to go here now in the next week or two. It's been taking a bit of time, but she works part time. I'm working full time. Well, I wouldn't say she works part time. She works full time. She's 3 days in her main job, and then she works 2 days a week, painting and getting her prints done up and so on. So there's a lot of work involved in that. So that's really it. But outside of that, it's finished, ready to go. I'm really pleased with it. Really enjoyed building it. I built another one in the morning, genuinely. I loved that, the whole, I love the whole challenge. So I really did enjoy it now. As I said, wouldn't have any trouble doing another one. So that's pretty much it. The next video you're going to see after this is going to be the installation of the diesel heater. Listen, there's other videos out there. I just wanted to show you how I incorporated it into this build. We didn't purposely put it inside the building for obviously safety reasons. So it's all outside, it's waterproof and all that, and you'll see that all in the next video. But yeah, that's it. So thanks very much for watching. Any questions, please drop them in the comments. For all those who are watching these videos are not subscribed, please do subscribe and share them with your friends. Maybe you know people that's doing this, the DIY job like this themselves. Just let them see how I did it, and if they pick something up from that, happy days. I'm currently now just about to start now another project of building the Microsoft station cupboards and finishing the whole saw station. So I'll maybe, well no maybe, I will definitely be recording that, and I'll just take you through on that wee journey as well. So thanks very much, and we'll see you in the next one.